Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer found the speed and the ability to copy two-sided documents on this all-in-one printer to be its greatest strengths. While faxing might seem like a relic of the past, our reviewer noted it's a feature they still occasionally need for securely sending documents, so its inclusion was a welcome bonus. The initial setup in a home office environment was remarkably simple. By plugging it directly into a wired network, the machine immediately configured itself and was instantly available for printing from a mobile phone without any hassle. However, the experience wasn't entirely seamless. This client found the software installation on a computer to be a bit confusing. The process presented a choice of 3 different drivers with no clear explanation of their functions. Choosing all 3 resulted in multiple versions of the same printer appearing in the system, so the reviewer recommends just selecting the first one to avoid clutter. The first attempt at a specific task, printing address labels, revealed both a clever design feature and a frustrating quirk. Our reviewer appreciated the secondary feeder's ability to hold a stack of label sheets, a major improvement over older single-sheet feeders. The back of the unit also opens to create a straight paper path, preventing thicker media from curling. Unfortunately, the machine falsely detected a paper jam during this process. Clearing this phantom jam involved a tedious step-by-step on-screen guide that couldn't be skipped. The touch screen itself proved to be a source of frustration, feeling unresponsive compared to a modern smartphone. It requires slow, deliberate presses to register commands. Despite these few quirks, the client is looking forward to exploring more advanced features like two-sided scanning.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer almost didn't buy this laser printer due to some negative reviews claiming the scanning function was faulty, particularly when handling double-sided documents. Some people even said it couldn't output scans as image files. However, needing a new printer and snagging this one at a discounted price made the risk worth taking. I'm happy to report that scanning, especially double-sided, absolutely works. It's incredibly fast, too. I'm able to scan directly to my PC, saving the output as a PDF file with no problems whatsoever. The printing itself is also fantastic, and the double-sided printing option, which was the main selling point for our reviewer, performs beautifully. The initial setup had a small hiccup with the language settings. Selecting the United States displayed European time zones, which was a bit strange. However, after selecting the other country option, I was able to find and select the correct USA time zone. Fortunately, the printer immediately detected a firmware update, which I allowed it to download and install automatically through the touchscreen. After that, installing the driver and scan utility from the manufacturer's website on my PC, and a quick reboot, I was good to go. While it's still early days and long-term reliability remains to be seen, this client can confidently say that, so far, this is the best printer they've ever owned. And that's coming from someone who has owned a few over the years.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer snagged a great deal on this laser printer, and frankly, they couldn't be happier with the purchase overall. The speed is exceptional and it's packed with features. Printing envelopes turned out to be surprisingly straightforward, and making copies is a breeze, super fast and simple. Printing from any wireless device works like a charm too, which is a huge plus. However, our reviewer did run into some snags with the more advanced functions. Specifically, scanning a document and uploading it to a cloud server felt unnecessarily convoluted. They described having to access the printer's IP address and navigate through a maze of settings just to configure the process. What's more, it seems rigidly set up. You can't easily adjust the file format or color settings on the fly. You need a separate pre-programmed button for each different type of scan, which feels a bit clunky. This client's previous printer had a single button for cloud uploads, allowing them to select options before scanning, which felt much more intuitive. Despite this one complicated aspect, the abundance of features and the multiple ways to save documents, whether to the cloud or a local hard drive, makes this laser printer a worthwhile investment. Our reviewer feels that the benefits far outweigh the quirks of the cloud scanning setup.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.